Here, might do the intro again though. Okay, all right, mic check 1, 2, 3. I guess we're talking about lifelong learning today. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Joel for Jive Learning, and today we're looking at how a commitment to lifelong learning will design a better you. Why yes, even better than you are right now. Throughout the many years I've worked in the learning design industry, I've learned a lot about the approach and how it can be applied not just to the workplace, but in our everyday lives as well, and I wanted to share those insights with you today. If at any point you find this video useful, be sure to hit the like button to let us know. Now, on to designing a better you. Are you excited? I hope you are. What is a lifelong learner? A lifelong learner is someone who has a continued commitment to learning. By being a lifelong learner, you're open to new possibilities and potential skill sets and welcome opportunities to build them. Being a lifelong learner is a key component for pushing toward our goals, and it's actually one of the reasons why I started this channel in the first place. To peel back perfectionism, step into the unknown, and learn through new experiences while helping others do the same. To learn, we need to be prepared to grow. To grow, we need to be prepared to fail. And to learn from those experiences, we need to be able to reflect, bounce back, and continue on our journey. Regardless of who you are or what work you do, becoming a lifelong learner will open you up to experiences that will positively shape your life. So how do we apply learning design to everyday lives and become lifelong learners? Learning is life. Adopt a growth mindset. You've probably heard about closed mindset and growth mindset before. What is the difference between them? Well, if you have a closed mindset, you may say things like, I don't know this and never will. I don't know how to do this and I'll never be good at it. Or I've done this before and it didn't work, so what's the point in trying again? On the other hand, if you have a growth mindset, you may say things like, I don't know this yet. I don't know how to do this yet, but I will eventually. Or I've done this before, and while it didn't work, I will use this as an opportunity to try again and use my learnings from last time and see what happens. Which one sounds more like you? Let me know in the comments below. By switching your attitude to a growth mindset, you open yourself up to new opportunities which carry their own challenges and rewards. This doesn't mean that having a growth mindset is easy. In fact, a growth mindset can be challenging, particularly when weighing up possibilities on what to do next. But first, you must be open to trying things, because only then can you learn and move on from them. The secret is to not become overloaded, which means knowing what to get into and knowing when to quit, particularly if the activity that you're doing and the goal that you have are misaligned and at odds with each other. Learn your way toward the goal by failing forward. Why should I just try something if I know I'm going to fail? My response to that would be, how do you know you're going to fail? I'm a firm believer that you can learn to do pretty much anything. All it takes is time and tenacity. Now, we all start at different places. This means it might take you longer than someone else to reach the goal. And it's true that it can be difficult to catch up if you're comparing yourself to other people. But if you are comparing yourself to other people, then stop. Why? Because your learning journey is just that, yours. So as we grow up, every event from every day shapes our unique backstory, strengths, and challenges. By the time we hit our mid-20s, we are already so different to everyone else, it's not possible to compare ourselves to others. So if you're doing that, you're causing yourself unnecessary pressure. The key to unlocking your potential is understanding what your strengths and challenges are and leaning into opportunities with that growth mindset. We want to double down on our strengths, which will help us overcome these challenges. So we're ready to learn, ready to fail, and ready to get back up and learn again. Here's a few things to keep in mind. When learning something new, be prepared that you will probably not get it right the first time, and that's okay. When you have doubts, remember why you started the thing in the first place, because it's important to you, and rarely anything worth doing is easy. Your fear of not being good enough at the thing is always beaten by doing the thing. When we fail, we don't beat ourselves up with negative talk. We instead encourage ourselves to continue and find the next opportunity to learn from. We only lose if we don't get back up and learn from our experiences. As someone with a growth mindset, you have control of your journey. But what if I fail too far? Mitigate failure by experimenting and failing in safer environments. And when you've built up your capacity and capability, progress your experimentation to the next level. How do I know I'm going to get better? Be sure to track your progress in a journal. Untracked actions make it easy to forget how far you've come. A journal with defined goals that you're working towards on a daily basis will keep you on track and act as a daily motivator, and will also become a monthly record of your progress. Some good questions to ask yourself each day. What task would make today great? Then focus on that task first. This way, your day will be great regardless of what else happens. What went well today? What could be improved? Frame this as positive actions to do next time, not negative thoughts. From month to month, you will see a difference. Then, next time you doubt yourself, look at that journal and see how far you've come. Just remember, your unique journey means you can only compare yourself to who you were yesterday, nobody else. Learn independently through goal-driven learning. When I was growing up, I had to become an independent learner and work out my own path early on pretty quickly because I found I wasn't really compatible with the traditional school system. Many of you have probably experienced something similar. Topics were covered quickly without much depth, and the things that I was interested in weren't focused on all that much. And that's because we were taught to a set curriculum, a one-size-fits-all approach, which, as you know through ongoing research in this space, isn't learner-centric or particularly engaging. So how do you make learning experiences meaningful to you? Give yourself the why behind your learning activity. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I learning this? What will this do for me? Is this opportunity going to bring me toward the goal or distract me from it? Your learner journey is unique, so to engage in meaningful learning experiences for you, be it opportunities through your study, work, or life in general, be sure to understand your goal, understand where you're at currently, and identify what skills you need to get to the next step. Having a growth mindset means you take responsibility for your own learning. And as you start to think this way, opportunities you may have avoided previously become feasible and worthwhile for building your capability. This doesn't mean each growth opportunity is equal. As a lifelong learner, you're the judge of that. Time is important. Be intentional with your learning. Your commitment to lifelong learning makes your life meaningful. Things that are difficult will get easier with time and tenacity. Lifelong learning makes the hard stuff easier so you can focus on further capability that will push you towards your goal. Having a clear goal gives you direction and a reason for proceeding to the next step. And this is how I started my journey years ago, and it changed everything for me since. And it will for you too. Jive Learning is the weekly show where we learn together to make lives better for ourselves and those around us. Like this video if you found anything useful, and click the subscribe button and the bell so the YouTube machine learning robots will notify you when new videos have landed. Until then, I'm Joel, and that's your learning for today. You're welcome. What, you're still here? You think there's going to be a dance every time? Come on. Teach that like button a lesson. Probably need to cut that out. Sounds a bit aggressive. Why yes, even better than you are right now.